That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Yeah, Brian, live from the heart of your this bad ass broadcast and all the middleman and inhale the vapors. Old 10 times rapers. Late. I'm like nearly early. I'm very early today. How are you, Matt? Matt behind the glass.
Yo, what's up? I'm good.
I haven't had a Beck's beer on the stream like forever.
Listen, fuckhead.
I've been like really bad lately. Though, I took a drag off a cigarette.
Oh shit.
I still love it. It's been a couple days since I had one. It was like last week. So I'm not smoking. I'm still chewing the gum and shit. But
yeah.
No, it sucks. I only had to like a few days and then I couldn't sleep well. I started coughing my brains out. So I can't do it. Day drinking. Let's day drinking nothing. It's fucking 8 o'clock at night. Almost 9 p.m. These people are weird. It's day where I am.
Listen, fuckhead.
Therefore, you're an alcoholic. Optimism. Listen, I can only.
What are you in Germany? Isn't the sun still up there?
I got to do. I do have to let you know there'll be no after show today, and I have a very good reason because I'm having my first meeting with the Locale podcast guys.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, so it's my first time I'll be able to talk to Wings, Boogie on the phone. Keem designated somebody else. I'm not sure what he's there for. But I guess he's going to be helping us out in some way. Maybe I'm not going to judge him ahead of time, but I don't know. So I guess we're going to go with the ideas of the show. I don't think it's going to be till everybody's like, I think he's in Nashville or something or traveling. And by the time everybody gets their shit, I know my camera, Keem bought everybody new cameras, really expensive ones too, like top of the line ones. And mine is stuck in, from what I can see, in transit hell right now, or probably, Frankfurt's not far. It's probably going to be stuck in customs for a second. Yeah. And so start doing drinking, and you can then say you beat alcohol. That's not a bad idea, Leanna. That's a really good idea. I wasn't trying to beat alcohol. I was kind of. My relationship with alcohol is it can beat me all at legs.
I'm really bad at explaining things.
Start doing drinking streams. Yeah, that's a good idea. What was I talking about? My head's. I was talking about the Love Cup. So we're gonna have our first meeting, and I guess I think that's what the other guy's for. I don't know if we're streaming on YouTube.
Really?
I really. Well, hopefully this stuff gets straightened out tonight. But I fear I'll be on vacation when everybody's ready. Wings seems to be the easiest to kind of deal with, and he's like, "Let's go." Okay, sure. He even said Wings said something fucked up. He's like, "Well, you got the most fucked up situation." So I was like, "Well, I just live in another country, Wings." But we'll see. Let's hopefully get to talk to each other. I'll lay out the how I envision the show, and hopefully we can bring it all to you. I think it'd be funny to work with those two guys.
Yeah, I think
maybe you know what, I'm doing this so I can be in the next downfall of Wings and Boogie videos. So like, and then 2023. That's my whole goal for being.
What's it called? The rise.
I want to be a rise and fall, like a footnote in a rise and fall video. That's my plan. Yeah.
The rise and the fall, and then there was a little bit of a rise, and there was another fall.
Yeah. And I guess are they fighting again? Is Keem talking about them fighting again?
I hope not.
I hope so.
I was kind of hoping Boogie would fight. Wings would fight Fridge, but I don't. His heart's not working too well. So
who? Wings?
Billy the Fridge.
Oh, that ain't gonna happen. better chance of me getting in there.
Yeah.
I hope Tommy fights Wings. Why would I fight Wings? Wings is a legend. You like it or not, for everything that Wings did or got in trouble doing or becoming a loyal colleague, he was one of the first people in the door of being an influencer.
Yeah.
I'm going to influence you. God, I hate that. Because there's millions of kids right now that I want to be an influencer that have nothing to offer the world. Like nothing. Like you actually like, and we're going to get into Xander Hall, with his politics, but do you realize that Roblox streamers offer the world more than Xander Hall does? Xander Hall thinks because he does. No, they do. They actually do. Because they provide a certain amount of pleasure, some camaraderie. Xander Hall provides his good government theory that he's only like 4 years out of high school with, and absolutely nothing to show for it. No reason to take him serious. No college degree. Nothing. So a Roblox streamer
and a computer.
Yeah, just a mouth and a computer. So like a guy that could bring laughs, gaming content, they're 10 times like more useful to society. No. Yeah. 10 times more useless. There's Fallen in the chat. He doesn't usually get to catch too many live shows anymore. I don't know why he has a goddamn wrench, but hey.
I don't know how he got the wrench.
I don't remember why. It's interesting. I'm not taking it away from him. He's a good man. I can't believe. Was I drunk one night? And I'm like, yeah, you can do this.
There's probably a lot of spam going on in the chat, and you just started modding.
Yeah. So today,
to remember something.
So yeah, after 9, I got to go into the brand spanking new Discord, have a chat with the boys, make the plan up. Where the fuck am I leaving? I'm going on vacation. I think I'm leaving on the 3rd.
Okay.
And I'll probably be back, I don't know, around the 15th. It's like a full week. I don't know. It probably isn't even that long. What the fuck do I know? That's why I got a wife. All right. She pays that shit to me. That's why I got married. Okay. And I kind of would like to put some old clips up when I'm gone. Maybe we haven't asked Core to do something in a very long time. Perhaps he can, or perhaps people can send me ideas. That would be nice. Mm-hmm. I would like that. Some old clips. I like those clips. Short, long, don't care what. Give me ideas. I'll start clipping them for the next week. So you can have me when I'm gone. And then I'm excited to see where the podcast goes. Yeah, me too. Anywhere would be interesting, actually. Mr. Stripes. Anywhere. When's SFTX? Yeah, everything's X now. Like, there's no more Twitter. It's X.
Yeah.
Is that like SpaceX? And now it's Twitter X?
I'm really bad at explaining things.
Thank you.
I guess like Elon had like a obsession, like he had X.com a while ago, back in the late 90s, where his idea was to have like a massive conglomerate place where you could, exchange money, loans, credit, buy stuff, rent stuff, all this stuff on one website in the late 90s, which was very ambitious. I think it eventually turned into PayPal. And now he's kind of like bringing X.com back.
Yeah. Oh, I see. He wants to get X. Xander Hall starts with X. I'm really interested to see his insight. So let me guess. Like Tom's video is music video is really tongue in cheek, right? I mean, it's just everybody agrees it's just funny. It's not even like
even Tipster said it was fire on Twitter.
Yeah, he probably didn't mean it, but fucking who cares?
No, he didn't. He started blocking people who were agreeing with him.
I love this community. I love these people.
Yeah, because they'd be like, "Yeah, it's fire. You're a fat fuck." He's not blocked.
Yeah, that kind of comes with the territory. Elon Musk, everything's going X.
I've noticed the difference with Tipster is he feigns like he can make fun of himself, but the thing about making fun of yourself is people are still going to make fun of you. And he can't.
Yeah. Like he just
that.
it's like apologizing so you don't have to.
Yeah.
Deal with the consequences. Like you feign it so like nobody.
Yeah.
If I jump out in front of it, no, it's not that you really can laugh at yourself. Or
Yeah.
truly,
No, he doesn't understand that if you jump out in front of it, they're still going to fucking say shit about you.
Or you can do what I do. Actually, think you're funny and not that important.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot to laugh at. Actually come to terms with the fact that you're probably pretty fucking goofy, especially if you're online. Yeah. I don't know. I started noticing that like in 2016. Like, I noticed all the geek content used to make fun of itself a lot. Like,
I'm really bad at explaining things.
Remember that? I forget. It's called the Night of D&D, and they have all these dorks sitting around playing D&D, and
Yeah.
one of these guys, I cast magic missile on you.
Yeah.
Are there girls at the bar? I want to have sex with them. It's like it's goofing on themselves.
Yeah.
Somewhere
that
that
used to be a
stopped.
thing.
That stopped somewhere along the line. Like you started seeing like I'll give you an example when I learned from my lessons. Do you guys remember? Put a one in the chat when I made fun of Kingdom Hearts and the outrage.
Yeah.
The outrage that brought me. I mean, it was really eye opening. Donald and fucking Goofy and all that other shit, and people are like, it's a very good game. Go fuck yourself. I don't care. That's not the point. The point is just fucking Donald and Goofy.
You know what it is? Every time I played D&D, there was one guy at the table that took himself way too seriously.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that went on to have careers. The ones that took themselves way too seriously.
Yeah, good
I
for
thought
them.
they were like hot shit.
It's probably because they took themselves seriously. It tells you something then. Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, I remember like I took a lot of that was the first time I lost subs. Was Kingdom Hearts. I'm like, wait a minute. I just completely turned
Stuff like Kingdom Hearts.
I just turned this like rapper street Detroit guy into fucking Donald and Goofy, and now I'm losing subs. I don't care what you said about him, but Kingdom Hearts is great.
It is funny though that there was this guy saying like, "I'm from the streets, I'll beat your ass," and then like on the other side he's like, "Sarah, go Goofy, let's go, guys."
Yeah, it was kind of funny. I never understood like why he left. He was actually a very good streamer, Nick Cash. He's very talented, extremely talented, I would say.
Yeah,
like 10 times more talented than the guys that are like now. He could rap.
I mean, he still streams, right?
Yeah, but to like fucking because it's not consistent. And he's older now. He's in his mid-20s.
He still plays Kingdom Hearts.
You really got to get into this game like as soon as possible, like 15, 16. And start there, and then hope you hit it by the time you're 20.
I'm really bad at
Do we have a
explaining
D&D
things.
campaign?
What's up?
He wants to do D&D. Only D&D I truly care doesn't involve games. I cast magic missile on you. Do you ever listen to that fucking? It's one of the greatest. I don't know. You don't think it was so cool about a night of D&D? It was like old radio, like from the 40s, right? And these people are having a conversation, and this girl walks in, and she's like, "Hey, what are you guys doing? We're playing Dungeons and Dragons." It's like, oh, I never did that. Can I try? And like some of the guys at the table get quiet. Oh my God, there's a girl here, right? And there's one guy that's like a complete gatekeeping elitist. He's like, "No, you're doing it wrong." And she's like, "This game is very
that's
fun."
the guy that got famous, by the way.
No, you're doing it wrong. Go look up that. It was like a pod. I don't know what it was, but it was brilliant. I think those guys went on to do shit too.
I think one of them was Dan Harmon, right?
Yeah, I don't know who it was.
Community and Rick and Morty. I could.
But I'll tell you something. Extremely next level talents who made that podcast. You broke the rules. You can't do that. But that was so funny. Like, a lot of like geeks that used to be able to laugh at themselves. And I noticed in 2016 wasn't the case anymore. Very strange. Like, look at fucking lyrics when I was goofing on anime. Well, he says it was all a joke, but everybody knows.
Yeah, no, the anime guys are the ones that can't really even laugh.
Can't get anything. Well, look at Ant-Man. Well, he's a funny guy, isn't he?
Yeah, fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he's a hilarious guy. You're cheating dice. You're cheating dice. No, your character's into. So I guess we're gonna watch We're gonna watch Good Government Xander Hall. Well, you had a problem with him this weekend. That's why I'm only. I really don't give a shit about him one way or another.
He was just really autistic in this, and like everything's political to him. And he talked.
Sure. First step before cult-like thinking. Every haves and have-nots, black and white. It's like it's like the first step to becoming a fucking problem to society.
Yeah.
You're the other. You know, while they're preaching peace and love. The worst. I can't find a thing. Huh? Yeah. See, it's been a long time. I'm afraid to wreck my teeth. So I had to go slow. Don't do that, folks. I know guys that rip their teeth. I couldn't find anything to open with. Very important. Like a pro, yeah. I broke my front tooth. Don't do it with your front tooth, you fucking genius. That's why you're not supposed to do it. I had the Germans teach me how to do that.
I remember I tried to open one.
I used to be able to do it like you gotta pop.
Yeah, I tried to do one on the end of a table once, and it just broke the fucking table.
I know that one's easy. I know that one too.
Yeah, the wood was weak, and it just chipped the table. I was like, oh shit! It wasn't my table either. I was at a buddy's house. I'm like, oh fuck, my bad, dude.
Oh, these are fucking old too, and I still do it. So go fuck yourselves. All right, let's watch these fucking dorks. I cast magic missile.
I'm sorry if you hear this, Turkey Tom, but this is just evidence that Keffals lives in your head beyond rent-free.
Oh, he lives in your head! You're like totally coping! It's like rent-free! Do they ever get anything new or interesting?
No. No, this is it. This is where we're at.
You're like totally coping! You're rent-free. No, it's just a rap video. Fucking laugh at yourself.
Why can't Tipster do this on his own? Why does he need Xander Hall and Keffals to...
insecure.
I'm afraid, guys.
They're all Nazis.
All
the guys that I would defend to know because it was better for my YouTube channel.
The T in Turkey Tom actually stands for the Third Reich.
Oh, God.
You are paying her to live in your head.
Nothing's a joke.
I am excited to react to this.
I am excited to be absolutely. I'm totally medicated right now, and I can't wait for this. I can't feel anything. That's why I say strange things and appear psychotic at times. But I'm ready for this.
She always looks like an android discovering feelings for the first time.
Yeah, I know. It's like when they put the chip in Data, and he said, "Oh shit."
Yeah, he's like she looks like she's about to say, "What is emotion?" And just her eyes start to wander around.
I'm glad that I have Zan here for this too.
Oh my
God. This is so funny.
I did, when this...
And each one of them would have loved to have done something this cool.
Yeah.
I would have. I'll be perfectly honest. I would have loved to have done this. I'm too fat. I can't do it now.
This came out the night this came out. I did tweet out, I hate to admit it, but the diss track kind of slaps.
Yeah, but he can't rhyme for shit.
Oh, God. Because he's a professional rapper now. Look at him.
Well, how do you know he got a Ghost Rider, so the Ghost Rider can't rhyme for shit.
Who can't rhyme for shit? Well, it's not Drake, all right?
At one point he rhymes. Well, I don't want to spoil it.
Okay, let's go.
At one point he rhymes zombies with zombies.
That really does?
Yeah. Well, that's what. Yeah, I know that's what Tipster wanted to say.
It's time and we get into the turkey. Just fat as hell, the beef jerky.
He rented like are they gonna say?
Yeah,
they're gonna say he rented the. See, that's not real. That's not really his. Like no shit. I could see that's coming now.
Why are you on Discord? Aren't you like 30? On Twitter, hitting up girls getting flirty. Have your age and a bigger than you'll ever be. More subs on my second channel than you'll ever see. More subs on my second channel.
My favorite thing is that I was watching Turkey Tom on Cold Cuts, and he said that he literally just rented that car for the diss track.
No, he rides around with a Lambo. He doesn't have those. He doesn't have Lambo views. You know, two guys that bought Lambos legit was fucking KSI and his brother because they had Lambo views. Everybody knows Tom doesn't have Lambo views.
Nah.
But everybody also already knows Tom.
He's got rent Lambo views.
Yeah. Tom's rich. There's no doubt about it. I can't stand it. Well,
That is not his car.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course. Like nobody. Like he probably
even
makes
tipster thinks like no shit, lady. Lady. Listen to me.
pretty good money on his channel, but
Yeah.
I don't think he makes Lambo money.
Yeah, it's just the whole thing is so goofy. The fact that he had to make a third
It's as fake as your gender.
channel to put this up because he knew like if he put it on his main or second channel, everyone would be like, "What the fuck is this?"
He did put it on his second channel.
It's like
He did put it on a second channel?
Yeah, he put it on his second channel with a video going over Tipster, like, shitty career. And at the end, the music video is at the end, right?
Yeah.
But then he took the music video,
And
cut
put it
it,
on-
and put it on a third channel.
Of course.
Just so you can,
Why not?
yeah. So, yeah, she's wrong. It is on his second channel.
Oh, it was on Tom Dark. That's right. I can't even.
Yeah.
I can't keep track of Tom like I used to. I'm mad that he actually, we had a chat before the video came out. He didn't mention it to me. I'm very upset.
made this as a passion project because he hates you so much. This wasn't for views or clout or for like any form of like validation from
Guy's such a fucking toolbox. It's just a video. He's an entertainer. He can't get his head around that. The guy that knows how to run the government can't understand fucking doing something for entertainment purposes. Oh God.
community of people who hates you. This was because he wanted it to
By
exist.
the way, I don't hate Tipster. Not even a little bit. I've never said anything fucking hateful or told anybody to hate him or anything like that. I can see why people do. He hasn't said a bad word about me. I definitely criticized him heavily and said he was a bit of a phony, but I don't hate Tipster at all.
He spent all of this money because he has like such a deep burning hatred for
God, he's overanalyzing. As I can see, he's a deep burning. Oh God, what a simple fucking deduction too.
you that he rented a Lambo. I could guess he would already own the filming equipment, and then like found
I bet he rented that too.
a bunch of filming locations, put all the work into like making a song and editing. Like I don't know if you guys know how much work goes into making something like this. It's not like
not as much as you think. And I actually I put music together the old-fashioned way, one track at a time per instrument.
undoable undertaking or anything, but you have to have like an insane amount of spite in order to do this. And all I could
he's like psychoanalyzing him. What a fucking dork.
interpret this as is, I'm sorry if you hear this, Turkey Tom, but this is just evidence that Keffals lives in your head.
Oh God, this is the ass kiss. This is like now I'm gonna move to kiss Keffals' ass.
Beyond rent free.
It's so funny. Like everybody's running to kiss her ass, except she doesn't really have much clout to give anymore. It's bizarre.
Yeah.
She's nothing she can give you. It's over. This story is over. She's I'll even quit it myself with Beta. Once Beta was over, yeah, there was a shot from the point life, but that's kind of underground. It wasn't like being on top. She's not on top anymore. It's over.
You are paying her to live in your head.
Well, this is about
Wow, he must be just shaking. That's funny. Like I talked to him just like a week before he didn't bring her up once. Not once.
Yeah, because this music video is about
you know
Keffals,
what?
Totally.
There's somebody that lives in Tom's head and Keffals. Take a wild monkey guess.
Tipster. I just get mentioned in it.
Yeah.
Tipster and Keffals, though, right? Like
How do you do Tipster without Keffals after like his heel turn? Oh my God! Like, how did they come to the conclusion? Like, wow, this came out of left field. It's so dishonest. There's two things you can figure out what Xander Hall's doing there. Xander Hall's a no talent. That's the first thing, because then, here's what you have to believe. You have to believe Xander Hall's a complete and total no talent, and both can be true. Or he's just trying to just butter her ass. That's it.
Yeah.
Because everything is like it's on the surface obvious. God, even Tipster isn't this stupid.
They seem to have like that community seems to have like a bonded fixation on both of you now. Like it's like
you have a bonded fixation on Kiwi Farms. I mean,
they think that
everybody
does
talk
about fixation, bro. Keffals.
They seem to have their fan fiction about the both of you, and so when they shit talk you, it's like either of you, they have to throw in a criticism of the other. It's interesting.
I honestly,
it's so hard to come. Like, are you kidding me? Well, imagine making fun of like 2017 Tipster when he was, fighting with the guy with the power glove. Like, would that be more relevant? Would that make more sense? Oh man, I don't know. I don't know if he's dishonest or stupid. Probably both. It is kind of interesting coming from a guy like, I don't know. He's supposed to be like this moral arbiter of sorts, which is what he presents himself as. And he still hasn't made any effort to fucking clear things up with Extreme Dad. None. Zero zip, nothing. A guy accused and successfully labeled as a pedophile. Everybody that came out, which was a part of that op, has taken responsibility except Vosh and Xanderhall. But Xanderhall is going to preach about good government when he can't even fucking pass his own...
True.
Well, you know what it is? You can, in that world, if we're going to leave everybody righty and lefty, in that world, you can pretty much murder children as long as you're a liberal. Yeah, they'll find an excuse for you. So now, if Xanderhall was Turkey Tom, well, who would be part of this group? Extreme Dad. And then do that. How can you do this to this poor man?
The Noodle discourse, the Noodle drama has been a blessing because it's actually like too indecipherable for the commentary community. It's
too stupid. I mean, like, and what are we going to talk about? A bunch of wacko cult-like nut jobs are mad at you over a Noodles comment or supporting Noodles when all you were doing was telling a joke. What hypocrites would everybody like? What is she saying? Like, if the commentary community had any sense
really
at
bad
all,
at explaining things.
they would use the Noodles argument against us. When the commentary community is steadfast against canceling people for jokes.
She's saying if the commentary covered the Noodles argument, they'd have to defend Keffals, so they don't want to do it. However,
that's not true.
Multiple times,
I said that the whole thing was dumb. Did I say it publicly, or did I say
yeah? I don't remember. But I'm just saying, multiple times, Keffals has been defended in this community over things like
they'll never do anything. They'll never acknowledge that. It's only about getting a W. So no, like I remember hearing about that. Like I'm not covering that. That's stupid. She just made a comment, and at the same time, I was like, good for her. I had sushi today.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was like, yeah, good. I'm glad she's getting eaten by her own. I always like when lefties get eaten by her own. It's funny to watch. Speaking of get eaten by your own, who was the guy? Paulo? Was that his name?
Paulo, yes.
Yeah, he contacted me.
Oh wait, no, hold on. Who?
Was it the guy from Grimsey situation? Was it Paulo? Was that his name?
Yeah, Parlo, yes.
Parlo. He contacted me. He said, he's like, look, I didn't do what you said, but I did do a stream apologizing, trying to fix the whole thing with Gramsci. And I'm going to put something on my backup channel. And I wrote him back. I wrote him, I was like, I don't give a fuck what you do. I'm like, I probably should. Yeah, I mean, I think I could show this. Hold on a second. Oh, I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't care. That X is weird. It's freaking me out. Freaking me out. So, yeah, I'll make this public. Fuck it. I made a stream apologizing for the Grimsey situation on my main, by the way. I did a few days ago. I'll make a video on the alt. So this guy's like following. Like I would have liked to make a video, but he streamed his main channel. Good enough for me. Whatever. He kept by his word. I was like, thank you for keeping your word. I honestly don't care if you don't. The guy's being an asshole to me. Cared more about his ego than his channel. Couldn't you for keeping your word? And that's the only thing I really cared about.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that guy. In his tooth. It's just funny. And he's liked it back. More honorable guy. I probably wouldn't agree with like 20 things. What is he transgender too? What's his deal?
I have no idea. I don't know anything about Parlo except he's a bit of a spurg who gets wrapped up in people making videos on him and has Like, I don't know if he's actually false flagged anybody, but he's definitely like threatened for sure. 100%.
Yeah. Well, he kind of admitted all that. He was kind of forward. He kind of admitted all that. I've spurred it on this. I did a thing on Twitter. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if he's afraid of me or he's just an honest guy. It was interesting that he called in, wasn't it? We never really thought we didn't analyze that.
No, I analyzed it. He called in because he was comfortable. You had shat on Grimsey to the point where Grimsey ran away from the stream.
Yeah.
So that gave the opening to Parlo.
Yeah, but Parlo didn't come in for the kill. If he did, I would have shit on him. You know, and
no, because I don't. He might not be that dumb. He might have been like, and he also might have been nervous because you had just jumped over Grimsey's throat. So he's probably thinking, well,
I was ready
if I say something wrong,
but
he'll
he didn't
jump
give me
over
anything
my
to do with
throat.
it. I just said, you know what you're doing is just garbage. That's all I said.
Yeah. But it made him comfortable coming on, in my opinion.
Yeah, probably. Well, also, there's not a lot of things I could do with help get his channel back. Is Grimsey's channel still up? I guess.
It's still up. He's got 2 strikes, and so basically his strategy is private all videos.
Wait 3
and
months.
Focus on Rumble. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait it out.
Probably the best thing to do.
I will say that Turkey Tom's strike has been lifted, and I don't know about the other ones, but it is possible that it might get lifted.
I saw that Turkey Tom's strike got lifted. What did he get his strike for?
Yeah. It's something to do with a video that he showed, and he got a community guideline strike for it, and then he couldn't do anything for like a week, and now it's finally been lifted, and the video's been age restricted.
Caught a fly. You ever play the next version of Karate Kid? It's cool.
Yes.
Like this.
Hated that part. I can never do it.
I did that one. That was easy. You just had to wait till they flew.
I was a little kid.
Yeah, you're a retarded kid.
Yeah. I would cry when my dad would lose to Sandman on Punch Out. He never beat Sandman.
You can never beat Sandman? Sandman's tough.
Sandman
Super Macho
is
Man's
tough.
harder. I think Super Macho Man's harder than Mike Tyson.
We never got to Super Macho Man. My uncle did it once.
Yeah.
He got to Super Macho.
He got Super Macho Man.
Yeah, I was like, "There's another guy." Holy shit! Like,
so you didn't even think about Mike Tyson, right?
no, that wasn't even
That
like
game's awesome.
at
One of the
all.
best games
I
ever.
could never beat Mike Tyson. I beat Super Macho Man, but I beat it on an emulator.
I don't
and
know,
slowed
like
the
even
game.
like if I'm playing that game a lot, I can tear right through them. The only guy I consistently have trouble with is Super Macho Man. That spin punch.
Yeah,
is a bitch.
well, because that spin thing, you got to just keep pressing duck, or like to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, over. Like you could spin for like 20 times.
Yeah, you want to know a really difficult one? Super Punch Out for the arcade. It's the sequel to the original Punch Out, and there's like a Bruce Lee guy does like a karate kick off the ropes, and you have to dodge it. It's fucking like for me, it's like impossible.
Yeah.
You know, and there's only like one continue, and you have to start from the beginning. So I play it on here. I play it on this arcade, the Street Fighter, whatever, so often, but it's fucking brutal.
Yeah. I got an emulator when I was in my early 20s, and I played Punch Out, and I realized that Sandman's not that hard once you get the pattern.
The Sandman's not that well, they're all patterned, but that was the thing about Macho Man. Even if you got the pattern, it's really hard.
Yeah.
You know,
but it's easier on an emulator because you can just save and like go right back to it. But on Nintendo,
you never beat Mike Tyson.
What's up?
You never beat.
I slowed the game down and I beat him, but no, I've never beat him.
You know what the funny thing is? You're a bitch. You know what the funny fucking thing is about Tyson is the way you beat him is the way you beat him in real life. You let him throw everything at you, and then let him get tired.
That is true.
Like that first flail of punches, right? Like they're automatic knockouts.
Yeah,
he's got to get through that. I think it's 30 seconds, but it's hard, right? Because he clips you once, it's over. And then after that, he's kind of you can deal with him after that because
it's like a 3-round fight, right? You have to go through 3 rounds of.
He becomes normal after like that initial like 45 seconds.
Right.
I got so good at it, I could if he could do the super fast swan swing and I could double tap him, bop bop, or no, I get a star. Yeah. If you made it and he get a star, boop boop, I could go back and forth and get him. All right, let's go back to unfun things like.
Not know how to weigh in at all, and like when they do because if they weighed in, they'd probably take my side on it, but they don't want to ever say anything nice about me. So all I have to do.
I don't hate you that much. Jesus Christ, who else does?
who is like continuously engaged in the stupidest, most terminal.
Did you threaten him? Like, I mean, you are a contemptible person. Did you threaten Destiny's wife?
Yeah,
like you
I think
are
that
like totally like you just like mafia tactics. Did you just like when it came to Kiwi's Farms, you were like trying to coax like people inside of Ukraine? Like wasn't
I forgot about that.
Do
Yeah.
your thing? Like murders, okay? Like, oh my god.
Online drama, and they'll leave me alone forever.
Well, that's what I was going to say is like, there's no way in hell they would have ever covered the Noodle Gate stuff or the Arsler discourse because they'd have to defend you in those cases. And they're never going to
covered the
defend
Arsler.
I mean,
It's never gonna
Tom,
What was the Arsler?
She said she said retard, and fucking people went after her. I'm pretty sure people covered that.
Yeah, they're just
And
they're either lying or something. And you know, it's really rich coming from Tipster because I've seen him defend people that we normally don't like, and he says like, look, on a free speech principle, I'll do this, but I don't think this person's right. So to say that everybody else wouldn't do is ridiculous.
Yeah.
The other thing is like here's another reality. This is what fucking Grimsey couldn't figure out. He's like, you didn't look into the fucking story. She's not as marketable as she used to be. I mean, it's a slow day. That's why she's here. That's it.
One thing I noticed that Tipster's starting to do that Keffals does, they project Kiwi Farms onto commentary.
Well, yeah, well, that was their bias success.
Yeah.
That's Keffals, especially Keffals. That was it's never coming back. Yeah. Unless Keffals does something really wild. Yeah.
Tom did cover the retard stuff, and he basically said this is Keffals' own fault for building a woke scold army. Which, you know what? That's kind of fair. The only reason I was able to deplatform Kiwi Farms from Cloudflare is because I did have a woke scold army, and they did eventually turn on me. But
that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's some self-awareness that I did not think Keffals was capable of. So
it's weird. She'll show self-awareness sometimes.
I only use these retards to get what I wanted.
Yeah.
Wow, I don't really believe in this shit. It's essentially what she's saying. Xander Hall.
Yeah.
The difference is that was my Twitter audience, which is a different audience than my live stream audience that did not actually care.
And moved on.
Yeah, I think it's funny because like in that video too, he called me like a retard at the time. He just was like, why is Tipster defending Keffals? He was so confused by that.
It's interesting because this is what you get for fostering a woke scold audience. They will cancel you for saying the Arsler argument. It kind of reminds me a lot of the response I got from a lot of conservatives with my false strikes on YouTube, where it's like I'm in favor.
What's he talking about?
He's making it about himself.
Making it about himself.
Fucking annoying.
So, okay.
Of TOS on YouTube, as long as it's actually being enforced fairly and equally, like, and consistently, you know? I would prefer if it's actual humans doing most of the reviewing, and if there was a system, like, there's plenty of you know, things I would add to the system to make it work better. It's clearly very broken right now. But
so he's totally turned this. He was like daydreaming when they were talking, and then like, oh, here's my chance.
Yeah, yeah. This has nothing to do with what they were talking about. He's like, oh, well, when I got a strike, the right wing people were like, oh, you know, freedom of speech, right?
I always thought he was a fucking a narcissist. Yeah.
Response from conservatives every time I get a false strike, despite the fact I've gotten like 10 strikes on my channel in my entire lifetime, and they've all been taken away by YouTube and determined false because I don't break the rules. They always say this is what you
don't break the rules. That means everybody had a strike stick did break the rules. Is that what you're saying? You fucking fascist. You fucking. It always gets me, these guys sticking up for the corporations. Give me a break. I mean, you mean like, because they don't break the rules, so you just don't break the rules. Hey, black people, just respect the police. You won't get your ass kicked. You know.
Just talk to them like a human being. Don't you understand?
Like, you know, maybe you could just, you know, pull up your pants and, you know, like, don't talk with Ebonics, and then maybe you won't get, you know, beat up and arrested.
You see, Jamal, you're so confrontational the moment they ask you a question. If you just would calm down
you know,
and just
a lot of
answer the question, everything would be okay.
A lot of African Americans have a chip on their shoulder. That's what it sounds like to me. That's all I hear. You know?
advocating for like anti-hate speech or TOS, and it's like So you think YouTube just shouldn't have anything banned?
What the fuck? What's wrong about
Of this is there being things banned and there being
what
a
a
system that catches people falsely, because this is a false strike. This is
Yeah,
what
that's right. And by the way, Nick Fiorio's an asshole. You know,
this isn't YouTube punishing me because they've made their rules like extra harsh, and now I'm getting like
look at Keffals. Like, am I crazy here? Like, doesn't she kind of have the look? Like, where the fuck is this coming from?
Yeah, she's not computing this at all.
Yeah,
She's just like, all right, I'm just gonna let him.
It's almost like that's what they try to pretend it is, and it feels like a very like desperate attempt to find an argument against the person you don't like that won't make you look hypocritical. Because if they just say, haha, yeah, this, lefty got deplatformed, they're very clearly denoting how, hypocritical they are. If they go after you for saying the R slur, then...
Put him in the chat if Xander Holt should not be allowed to utter the word hypocritical until he straightens things out with Extreme Dad. Like, he can't call anybody hypocritical, like, ever again. I mean, it's just unbelievable that he won't like apologize to that guy and like straighten the thing out. Unbelievable. I guarantee if he ever gets pinned against the wall, and I'm not big enough to pin him against the wall, if he ever does, actually, I don't think my audience gives enough shit. I mean, I honestly, the more and more I talk to people like in the server and stuff, they have jobs. They're not a woke scold army. It's like it's just they have a guilty pleasure. YouTube drama is it. And they have jobs. But It's just like, it is amazing that he can even utter the word hypocrisy and not feel like completely like I don't want to throw up.
And they're not against the R slur. They'd be like exposing themselves as hypocritical on that front. So it's better just not cover it at all, or to just sort of frame it as a...
We're like the mainstream media. We usually cover it in every R slur we can get a hold of, but in the Keffals, nah. We don't want to look like we're defending her. It's a non-story, you fucking dork.
It's the consequences you get kind of thing, right? Because the idea of these videos is, let's not even pretend like the drama community on YouTube isn't just trying to find any way to monetize the negative ill will around a content creator.
It kind of kills your political argument, though, isn't it? If it's just about monetization, everybody's apolitical. They're not just like... Then why be hypocritical? Why omit the huge Keffals story? It's ridiculous. It's well, you ever have a friend that just overcomplicates everything? That's not a woman.
At a given time, if they can create more ill will, they can monetize. They will do it.
Well, okay, that's fair, but
that's like it's like, hey Matt, let's have a meeting. All right, how can I create more ill will? Well, because do you think there's a single person that talks like that? And just like most of the conversations I've had is like, okay, who's the biggest DJ in here? Who's the guy you get to laugh out of? It's really simple, Matt. Like it's really simple. Like, and I'll even admit that, like, some of the stuff with Tipster is getting like ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous to the point of like it's just not entertaining. But it really is just about entertainment. And like how Xander Hall found this, like, he sounds like somebody trying to explain the magic bullet theory. Like, it's just YouTube, man.
What about this then? Because this definitely did not make money.
Well, this seems to be like from the heart. This is a passion project. I'm talking about like broadly because I see deranged posts about.
It's also funny why are you using Discord? You're 30 years old and calling Tipster creepy, and then Turkey Tom is also like hanging out in person with motherfucking Keemstar, who's in his 40s and dating people who are like 18.
True, I didn't think about it that way.
Yeah,
yeah, true.
It's like, okay, so why is it that Keemstar gets a pass when...
So I guess Tipster, like, that's like 100% proof Tipster lied that he's okay with this.
Yeah.
This is a passion project. It was literal. It was on the level. It wasn't just a fucking one-off to fucking have a good time. Never. Because everything's done for a reason. Everything happens for a reason, right, Sandra? All these righties get together and they like, how can I like I don't, when I wake up as a white person, I'm thinking like, How can I make fucking Jamal's day miserable? That's what I do. Like most people. Like most people.
When it's like, he looks like a sex offender.
Oh my god.
I remember
Listen, fuckhead.
I remember I ratioed Keemstar for the first time and I was like, huh. It's like most of his following bots are
egomaniacs. I ratioed him for the first time. I remember that day. It was March 12th, 2021.
something at this point. It was very bizarre. Like, he doesn't actually get that much engagement when he gets into arguments with people.
Yeah, his following is about.
Not anymore. No. I wouldn't say that was the way it used to be. And then, like, he only became a name like 3 years ago, Xander Hall. So, I mean, it's kind of coming to the end. I mean, Xander Hall missed most of the good shit.
About as dead as his libido unless he's taking testosterone supplements.
It's like his tweets get a ton of likes.
Did a transgender say? Really? My libido. He said it like a robot too. I bet his libido. Well, you know what? How old is Brantley, by the way?
22.
That'd cure any fucking libido issue I had.
Yeah,
I'm 46. Oh God.
But his and this is back like, I'm banned from Twitter now, so I'm talking about when I would like before Elon bought Twitter and stuff. So this could not be the case now. But his tweets would get a lot of likes, but his replies wouldn't. So you could like reply to one of his tweets.
We're doing social media
and then get him to reply to that with like something condescending, and then you could ratio that reply easily. He'd get like 10 likes on his replies, and it's so weird. I feel like Keemstar might unironically bought a fair amount of his engagement on social medias, at least back then. And like you can see it with a lot of the right-wing accounts, so much of their likes and followers.
So he's a right-winger. Keemstar's fucking barely political. He likes Trump because he was on a TV show he liked fucking 10, 15 years ago. Jesus Christ. Imagine, you're right. It's just through only through one lens. There's nothing much going on there.
Right.
There's someone in my community who said the funniest fucking thing. She like quote tweeted Keemstar, and she's trans. She gets the pass on this one, but she said Keemstar is 41 years old, and if I acted like him at 41, I would 41 myself.
That's pretty funny.
That's
the delivery was awful though. Keffals is low talent. I mean, Tips is probably the most talented guy in the room. Think about that. He could actually present videos in a very consumable way. Xander Hall is a fucking a pseudo intellectual of the funniest order. Tipster's I don't know. I really don't know what his problem is. I cannot put my finger on it now that I'm psychoanalyzing. And Keffals is seriously mentally ill.
Actually a good 41% joke. Only trans people can make them. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
I'll make one. I'll be all 41% yourself, you jerk offs. Fuck off.
Oh, jeez. What's it, Jesus?
But yeah, I mean, like, I feel like Keemstar is
not really a joke, though. It's a suggestion.
Yeah.
Not even a person. Tell me if this makes sense to you guys. Keemstar is one of those people that doesn't feel like a person who makes videos on the internet, but more like an idea. Like a...
Xander Hall sounds like one of those guys that try to make themselves sound a lot smarter than they are, and the only person in the room that doesn't think that everybody doesn't know that is Xander Hall.
Yeah.
Concept,
It's a concept.
You can kill the man.
It's an idea. It's like Antifa. It's like ridiculous. He's just an entertainer, first and foremost.
Turkey Tom's in the chat. He says Tipster is the most quiet person in the call. Well,
he usually is. I don't think Tipster is as good live as with his videos. Although some of his videos are live. Yeah, it's just very well spoken for somebody who's kind of like. I'm gonna make a really tough criticism of him. How do I say this without sounding like a total toolbox? All right, I think I figured it out. Tipster is very well spoken. and he can, like I said, he can deliver videos in a way that are very consumable without having the burden of being worldly and having traveled and learned things and read books.
Right.
I don't think Tipster knows too much outside of the internet sphere and the sphere that he grew up in. I don't think there's much going on in his head other than that, you know. But I mean, if you see him, it's like, well, like that guy's reasonably smart. But if you get to know him, he's kind of one of those guys you have a conversation with, and he's like, it's kind of yes, no, oh yeah, that's it, and much this. So I'm not really surprised that he's the quietest guy in the call. He's the quietest guy in every call that I've ever been in.
I would say, can't wait to see him on panels with these pseudo intellectuals. You know?
I know. Oh god, he's only going to go on safe places and what have you. Like it's the same thing with us. All this stuff, like the most important thing to him is to have an audience, to have a platform. And that's fine, and I mean that. But he's not like, I would even say he speaks better than I do. He does speak better than I do, and I think it's just kind of a misnomer that the well-spoken tend to be more intelligent. It's not always like I don't know there's much about like there's not much about him outside of that. But he does. He can
really bad at explaining
report
things.
the news. So I mean, in that sense, he's more talented than everybody here. As far as YouTubing goes, I don't know. The only thing I have in common is vomit. Oh, that's right. Sandoval did that funny puke thing. That's another thing. You can't be doing like frat boy shit and then like start talking about socialism or whatever it is the fuck they do. Or Noam Chomsky's latest book.
But the concept lives on. There's always going to be a Keemstar.
Well, it's because he is the concept, right? Like, this guy's been pretty much exposed for, for example, the H3H3 videos with, like, the content nukes. I think there might have been, like, 1 or 2 points in there that got picked apart for some, like, misrepresentations or something. But most of the shit...
1 or 2? 1 or 2? What about the Britbong one? Was that
in those videos was like glaringly like scathing reveals of things that that Keemstar has done that he's made an active effort to hide because he doesn't want people to know about it. And it's like, yeah, there's really nothing that Keemstar could probably do at this point. Like, with the amount of careers he's destroyed with lies, like, this was going back, like, to 2016, 2015, 2014. Like...
Does he name one?
It's insane how much scummy, beyond the pale shit Keemstar has done, but
he's
still...
done some scummy beyond... I can't even recall any stuff right now, and I used to fucking do stuff on him every day.
Yeah.
Was he lying about files on top of files and the French girl? No.
Maintains that audience because he owns being a bad person.
Let's keep going with the song. We're 26 seconds in, and
he gets and the more you play the video, the less Sanderhall gets to talk.
We've already done like 5 times as much commentary.
Stun locked me.
Ever eat money growing longer than your penis, you should never see. You want some advice? Well, here's my tip. Like if I was you, I'd probably in my whole shit. Like if I was you, lose a weight and go lift. Do a couple push-ups and lose those tits. You're a loser and a creep, that's 2 out of 3. Lowy ass shoes on my motherfucking feet. I'ma hit Tippy with a 2-2-3. Leave his ass dead in the motherfucking street. See them making fun of you on.
Can I just say, like, that is not a lot of weight. Like,
no, it's not.
He's lifting the bar plus.
Good point. No, it's not a lot of weight.
What looks like a 10, like maybe a 5-pound weight plate.
About 10.
Like,
yeah, it's not that.
That's pretty funny.
Not much. I didn't notice that the first time I saw.
Couldn't lift it. Well, you know what the thing is? When he did the push-up before, he did the hard push-up. You notice that, Matt? You know this is the easy push-up. That's the hard push-up. Is that correctly? Matt, you there?
Yeah, sorry, I had to dip out for a second.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, like Tom did the hard push-up.
Yeah.
You know what it might have been? He probably had to take the fucking weight off of it to look over and safely. You know, you're gonna put a lot of weight when you're doing something. I would put more weight on it than that, though. I gotta be honest with you. I think Keffals got him. Got him.
saw the video, but yeah, it's not a lot of weight on there.
Well, it could be that like that's definitely not his max. For one, there's the argument that you could. So what I'm.
Oh my god! So
I think I'm done with this video after that. I just want to go back.
Go to
Here, check this out. I want to show you something.
Okay.
He's doing the hard push-up. I always had problems with fit in the army.
My whole shit. Like if I was you, lose the weight and go lift. Do a couple push-ups.
Well, no, he's not totally in there. The push-up's close to his body. I used to do the wide one because it's easier for me, and that counted.
Right.
But the real one that's the tough one right there.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. That's really hard. I remember I saw
You
this
did
guy. What?
The diamond was tough as well.
I still thought the diamond was easier than this.
Right.
Because like you could put like your weight in its center instead of separating it. I was thinking, yeah, you should do that. Like you have to do diamonds. When I was in the army. All right, I've had enough of these two jerk offs. We have calls.
Go to like 1630.
1630.
Real quick. Yeah.
Fucking watching.
Jesus Christ, we've been doing this for an hour. Holy
I
shit.
know. I'm trying to watch Xander Hall score points.
In Roblox, in the Minecraft game mode in Roblox in Gary's mod.
I do think and I include myself and every friend that I have in this, if all YouTubers were just annihilated off the face of the earth like a Thanos snap, the world would probably be better. Because, like, the amount of, like, awful, horrible people on YouTube is just so vast that...
This is the guy that fucking... This guy's words resulted... He hasn't like straightened out or apologized for in a guy loses his wife and daughter over pedo allegations. When he starts stealing my act. Why does everybody do the same shit? Thanos snap, coping, like are you mad? Like, no one ever does a fucking original thing around here. It's really infuriating.
It's like high school, right?
I will say this, like, I'll give that douchebag James Marriott one thing, and he is complete fucking corporate suck off,
Yeah.
The reason he got really big is because he did his own thing, and he approached things his own way, and he was actually talented and creative. Like, nobody left. That's one of the things that's like really missing. Like, if you want to go back to like the Leafy days or so, some of these guys are like legit creative. Say what you want about Zaptai,
Yeah.
But he was actually creative. So was Elvis the Alien and Bionic Pig. Like they're all gone. And one of the reasons they're all gone is because they never should have been telling people how to live their lives. Because they don't.
Yeah, that was the issue,
together.
right?
That was
they
the
started
issue.
Giving life advice.
That's my contribution. They grew up like it happens to every like phony actor. Like, I was watching Bryan Cranston, great actor, right? And like he was breathless. He sounds like an old lady. Dude, these people that wear these hats that say "Make America Great Again," could they possibly grasp that this could be offensive? Like, could you possibly grasp? Like, I don't give a fuck. It might be deemed racist. Could you possibly grasp that everybody's sick of that because everything's racist? And it's just designed to silence people? Like, but what I think that is they're empty people, and YouTubers are really empty too. Like, there's not much outside of the computer. And like they have to seem like more important than they are. I think if you like take something like Xander Hall and you find like it's just really just nothing going on in that life of his. Extremely insecure. Probably nasty. He probably cries himself to sleep at night.
Yeah.
And there's just nothing going on because there's nothing there. But the only thing he's got left is this image of being this influencer online and being sophisticated. Xander Hall can be summed up in, and he's the most interesting character in this one, since he's analyzing anybody. I'll ever analyze him. He has a Napoleon complex. Napoleon concept when it comes to sophistication. I'm sophisticated. I'm sophisticated. He's got to constantly remind you that. He's got to speak. He can't speak like a human being. He speaks like a politician. You know, like the politicians he hates.
Yeah.
It's really just like, thank you, Destiny. You know. Maybe it's good that I didn't fucking become famous. Then there'd be a million Tommy C's running around, not understanding what I was trying to do. You know, because the more time goes by, you know, the only like Xander Hall or the Destiny knockoff that I even like is because I probably have a beer with him because he's wacky and wild and on the show. Is a fucking bunk.
Right.
You know, he's totally likable person. Everybody else, because you know what? He doesn't care if he's the smartest guy in the room or seen that way. He has his beliefs, and then, you know, that's the fun part of being on YouTube is discussing those beliefs. Most of these guys are just like Xander Hall being, you know, it's their identity, it's their being. A little lame-o. So I think if Xander Hall can psychoanalyze Tom, I can psychoanalyze Xander Hall. I'm just better at it. Oh, is it time to go? I think we got to go. Oh, we got a bunch of callers. I can't take callers today. Oh, extreme chat.
Oh, really?
No, I can't. I gotta
Listen,
go.
fuckhead.
I gotta go to the whatchamacallit. We'll see if they're in there first of all.
Hey, what's up? Did you see my Vosh apology?
No.
I DM'd it to you. I finally confronted him. I snuck onto somebody's stream under a pseudonym and finally was able to confront him.
Huh. Really? When was this?
Yep.
The 20th. You said this
a few days ago.
Did I block you? Might have. Hold on a second. This is Extreme Dad? Hold on a second.
Yeah, that's
216.
What's the oh, he
21600.
21600.
21600. Okay. I don't see this. Be funny if he didn't actually apologize to you.
Well, you'll see.
216 if he didn't actually apologize to you and
person.
Oh, there you are.
Here I am.
Ooh, you're live. Go ahead.
How's it going? Vosh, I was just wondering, you know, I've waited a really long time for this. And I was just wondering if you could tell the people what made you decide to lie and with intent deceive and defraud your audience, calling me a pedophile when you knew that to not be true. And what's kept you from retracting that when all the evidence and everything come out and you've ignored me?
Pause. Matt, guess.
What's
I
up?
don't know who you are, or you're still guilty.
Or
maybe we're a third
I'm
option.
gonna think I don't know who you are, but I'm sorry anyways, or something like that.
Then he knows who he is. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he knows who I am. Emails. You know, you cost me a lot. Your audience has doxed and harassed me. The compounding negativity that you've caused me.
Wait, is this Extreme Dad?
It sure is, buddy.
Okay.
Do you realize that people still harass me about that today?
No, I that's the idea of this being anything other than self-directed is unfathomable to me because I don't
know what that means.
You
Okay.
did it to yourself.
Yes, this is about me.
No, yeah, I know that. So nobody in my community that I see, at least, like engagement-wise, I don't see people talking about you. Normally, when there's like community harassment that's ongoing, it's kind of like kept, like a flame is kept kind of smoldering.
It's fucking 3 years ago, you whiny sack of shit. Like, it doesn't die. The people came out, the people that did this to him.
You find exactly that.
The people that did this to him apologized to him. You fucking like Xander, we never said Xander Hall never did this to him, right? And fucking they just they signal boosted it.
Yeah, they perpetuated a lie knowingly.
No, I don't think they knowingly did. I don't think there's any evidence of that.
Well, I think there is, but
I can see why you that you know, I don't think there's any evidence of that.
Well, let's keep watching. I don't want to get into an argument.
By some sort of persistent engagement. I haven't seen that happen, which makes me wonder what the fuck is going on with you. Listen, Extreme Dad, I don't remember anything about our engagement.
Well, let me refresh your memory. You said
perhaps it might. I just want to make.
Wow, I can't. So he.
You can put it at 1.5 too.
I'm not doing. What is this? Stream Dad, come on now.
Perhaps it might be most effective to just briefly apologize and then move on.
I don't know.
Smart move by fucking Mustache over here because he probably knows he's guilty.
Apologize. Yeah. Sure.
Apologize for
knowingly
know what mistakes are. Saying you said that I was in your server, that you caught me preying on minors in your community. You said on
Discord server. I think I remember.
Oh wow, he's such a liar. I've seen the tapes. That's unbelievable. And he's got his own history of being creepy with girls too, right?
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
Well, you called me too late. I have to go. I might try to cover this.
I want to finish watching this now.
Right. Her Reddit account, Irish Laddie, said that I got caught preying on children.
Sir, you have to let him respond. You've made an allegation. Bosch, go ahead.
No, I don't even know. I think I remember 3 years ago.
Don't remember.
Extreme Dad was somebody who was on my stream once or twice. And then some years ago, somebody was like, oh, he was being creepy to a minor in Discord, so we removed him. And then later someone was like, oh, what happened to Extreme Dad? And I was like, oh, that happened to Extreme Dad. I don't directly manage Discord server moderation because
He made a video and put you on blast.
Yep, and it's still up to this day.
What a wine sack of shit.
We're about to do the apology here, though.
What if it's not really an apology? It's totally fake.
Well, let's see what else he says.
You're about to get to it. No, but you directly manage the words that come out of your mouth. And you went on stream and you said to your audience that you had caught me preying on...
When are you this coherent, by the way?
On minors.
Okay.
And that was not true, was it?
Words?
That was not true, was it?
How would I
was that true or not?
My Discord...
Was it true or not? Did you
catch
me preying on minors?
Okay. Stop. So I would submit his behavior here as evidence towards
Did you or did you not catch me preying on minors, Voch? Was there any...
You gotta let him respond, buddy. I muted you till he does.
Oh, no. Okay, look. If this is literally me repeating something a Discord mod, I don't even know which Discord mod, but generally speaking, I think that my Discord mods do a good job of assessing. People complain about them, of course, but complain about everyone, of assessing whether or not somebody's engaging in bad behavior. However, the idea that you being removed from a Discord server and flippantly mentioned by me has led to 3 years of harassment towards you is, I'm just going to say it without any knowledge at all, insane. So whatever happens,
I don't know if you ever claimed harassment. He claimed permanent damage, right?
I mean, there's been plenty of harassment, but
you lost your job and then your kid and your wife, correct? Because you lost your job, and then
people to this day still, anywhere I go, people will be like, "Oh, you're a pedophile," blah 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 blah.
Yeah, you always get it a little bit. I mean, even that. Who was the guy that died recently with the Keemstar thing? He got that.
Yeah, him. Yeah, I forgot his name.
Oh yeah, the old man. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's basically that same thing.
Yeah, so same thing. Yeah,
and that and Basher as well, but I think Basher might actually.
We're right at the exoneration. Here we go.
Yeah.
He
knows exactly what's going on over here. At 100%, he knows he wronged you. He's aware of the videos. He's aware of the criticism. But this might suffice with I'm going to apologize with actually apologizing for everything. Because if he doesn't know that you didn't do this, there's no way he can apologize to you because you're a fucking creep with kids.
But he does know. I mean, he knows for a fact.
No, he knows. I don't think he initially did this. I think what happened was his mods presented to him in a way to make you look like a complete fucking animal and edited the stuff. And then when it was long after the fact that none of that was true, he just I hope it would go away, which is exactly what I said last year or 6 months ago when I covered this. And hope it goes. And Xander Hall's the same way. 100%. So they know that's why he's apologizing to you because who in their right mind, especially with his reputation on his stance on child porn, who in their right mind would let you off the hook if they actually thought you did it?
Self-directed. Well, whatever is happening here, this is you've carried this with you, okay? But you know what? I don't care because
when's the last time you saw your daughter?
It's been a while.
Yeah. Are you carrying that with you? Just get over it, you fucking douchebag.
I know, right?
I was just repeating something a Discord mod said 3 years ago. So sure, I exonerate you. to my knowledge, you're not a pedophile. You've never been a pedophile. You are an upstanding human in every respect, and I don't
This is
care.
still, but it's still your fault. Even though I have a huge audience, he was big at the time too. Wow, what an animal!
I wish you the best of luck. You're not getting back in the Discord server though.
I don't. We're gonna let you go. Nobody.
I don't.
That's all.
Remember enough,
guys. That's why you
gotta cut those two together, Dad.
You really
gotta.
There's an apology right here at the end, but you get the gist.
But I'm saying you got to take where he went on stream and called you a pedophile, and take that what he just said,
and he has no idea what's going on. No, he's
I
aware
know.
of the videos. Let me tell you, so psychopaths like him, they're always checking the internet. They're well aware of probably my videos and others and other criticisms. You cornered him, so he allowed you to say I wasn't wrong, and you'll still apologize. Completely, as about as cowardly as you can get. That's why that's why these guys, these lefties, belong nowhere near power. They're just fucking animals. You know. All right. Get out of here, Extreme Dag. Bye. I'm done. Right. I have to go go to work.
For the record, King Brick and Liana both want to call in.
Who wants to
call? They
in?
got King Brick says he's got one quick call, and Liana says,
What do you got? What do you got, Brick?
Brick, you got to unmute, dude. I just fucking got you time. You got to be fucking kidding me. You
Liana.
motherfuckers.
All right. Fine.
All right. Both of you
I
fucking
do
suck.
Patreon.
Both of you fucking suck. Oh, my God.
I gotta do Patreons. Hold on.
Retard.
You Brick.
Mac doesn't want it.
Good.
Like fucking
good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Oh, we got a new audience. I think I got new pledges on what you call it. Active pledge. Let's see. Oatbag, Rexon, St. Cloud, Cody. Everborn, thanks so much. Nesquick, Shamitz, Tommy C's Cat, and Pilkington, over the $10. They all get mentioned in my content whenever I can. So thank you very much, everybody, and good night. Have a great one, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye. I gotta go.